Morning, everyone. It's 8:38 on this Friday. Um, Welcome the weekend. Uh, this is your pre-opening comment. It's video number 1573. Okay, so the all-important PPI came out, and it came out hotter than expected. The expectation was a rise of zero point 0.3 came in at zero point 0.4, not overwhelming, but also not good. The year over year number is 7.4 versus last month's 7.2. Also not excessive, also not down. The core PPI came in at 6.2, also hotter than last month, which was 5.9. So, not overwhelming, but it did take the Dow before a minute before they came out. The Dow was up 150 and it immediately went down to minus 250 and has worked its way back up to as low as minus 85. The last on it right now looks like minus 125. NASDAQ down 62. S&P, which got to minus about 25, is minus 18. So not great. Remember, we also have University of Michigan consumer sentiment. I believe that's at 10 a.m. As far as stocks in the news, Lululemon actually had a pretty decent set of earnings. One second. Lululemon had numbers beat by 4 cents, beat on revenues, comps up 22%, Q4 estimates in line, revenues in line, expect double net returns to 12.5 billion by 26. Unfortunately, the street looks like it must have been looking for more. The stock is 349.15, down 25 and change, 6.8%. Microsoft up a little bit, made the top pick for Goldman Sachs for next year. Netflix up another 8.5 or 2.7, upgraded to overweight at Wells Fargo. Costco was higher, but they had a kind of a miss. The growth levels are coming in, and on top of that, they also cite the fact that consumers are not buying big ticket items there. So they'll go there for the toilet paper, but they won't go there for a diamond ring. And that's not being facetious. I mean, they do sell some really interesting, very high price, but their consumers are really trying to save on stuff as opposed to add. Um, Chewy swung to a profit. Kind of interesting. Although the stock is really doing nothing. It's been between yesterday's close at 41.97 and is 41.58. So nothing overwhelming. I want to mention again about Carvana. The company is headed for bankruptcy. Um, and you really need to not be trading it. I know it was up yesterday, and after the big decline the other day, well, today it's 455 down 41 or 8%. To give you an idea, the Carvana bonds, which are not due for a while, I think 2028 and 2030, a high this year of 87, a last of 37. Another issue that they have the following year has gone from 102 to 44. Not recommending those bonds, but if you want to follow Carvana and if you're interested in trading the bonds, certainly have a better position than equity. Okay, the chart on the screen is nat gas, and the reason it's there is because we're long. Um, and most futures are really not doing very much. Uh, Yesterday we had a nice move up to 615.40, but we closed at 596. The low for yesterday was uh, 577. Today's low is 579 and change. So far, it's an inside day, but look at where we are. We're up another 18 cents, and a little bit higher, and we're into that gap again. Could I see us getting back to 6.5? Absolutely. All right, let's go back and take a look at what else is going on. Grains up a little, a nice bounce in the crude after really a horrendous week. The high for the week is like 82, and the last is 72.60. So not a great week for it. And in point of fact, it made a new low this week. Pardon me. They made a new low last week. Oh, this is the daily. 1 second. Made a new low this week and is right back into this same area that we've been calling great support and demand. So the bounce is kind of non-exceptional as far as on the week, but the week is down $7, so any bounce looks better. Um, let's see what else. As I said, nat gas up 18 cents. Gold is up 6, silver up 11, 12 and a half, now 13 and a half cents. The soft cotton is up $1.60. The coffee is beginning to come back up about only 40 cents, and the futures in stocks are all lower. The dollar is higher as the bonds are lower, reflecting higher rates. All right, everyone, have a good weekend unless I come back to you during the day. By the way, I still absolutely think that Tesla has a tradable bounce in here. It was up a little bit this morning. Let's just look. And of course, it came down on the same situation as everything else on the numbers. It's 173.30, which is basically unchanged. I mean, it's down 9 cents. So I like the little flag that it's performed, and I expect to see it move higher.